Legends of the Arcade, Space Invaders 7. Fulfill the arcade in the palm of your hand. Oh, this is so cool. Now, I was sent a code from VR Game Studios, the developer of this neat little program, to give the game a try. I didn't ask for it. They just sent it to me out of the blue, so I figured I'd give it a run. Normally, I'll go purchase things I want to talk about, but I'm not going to pass up something for free. I will give an honest opinion on this, so I may not get any more free codes, but oh well. This game has a lot of great little graphic representations of Space Invaders. Besides the arcade game with the projection background that you're seeing right now, you have different backgrounds, like a Spectrum background or the Game Boy, things like that. It's actually kind of neat. Always liked how that little Space Invader guy came out and corrected the spelling on the arcade game. Always thought that was funny. Oh, Earthlings are vermin. You pathetic humans must be annihilated by our superior being. We smite thee as we smite thy kith and thy kin. We invite you now to die in a most glorious battle with our forces. I like that. That's kind of cool. Okay, before we start the game, though, let's go look at some of the different graphic options we have. We got to start a game first so I can show them here. Play Space Invaders, one player. Hit the X for one player.
Space Invaders already.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so look at some of the different graphics modes. We have the different game options. We have the graphic presets. Default is arcade. So there we go. I put it back to the arcade mode. So you can actually... This is what it looks like in the arcade. Pretty cool. We can also do multicolor, which is like the color version of Space Invaders that came out later. This is a nice version to play as well. Gotcha, Mr. UFO. Oh, another one. Got the other UFO. Hang on a minute here. Boop. Gotcha. Let's see. Oh. Game options. Graphic presets. Black and white. Check this out. Let's see. Dot matrix, which is kind of neat. This is kind of the mode I had activated before, but in the arcade mode, where all the items on the screen are made up of little dots. That is pretty cool. Let's see. We also have stretch, which just enlarges the screen, make it easier to see. You have dot matrix 2, which instead of having little circles, you have like little squares. Well, you son of a blank. You have little squares that make up the invaders. Then we have stripes, which the invaders are made of vertical stripes. This mode kind of reminds me of like an old arcade monitor. That's what it kind of reminds me of a little bit. Okay, and we have Tron. Unfortunately, the Tron background does not show up very well at all. It looks really cool, but it's just not bright enough. If you try to adjust the brightness in this mode, it goes away. You don't see the same effect. That's unfortunate because I really like this mode. It looks really neat on the screen. Let's go to the graphics preset. We have Spectrum 82, where we're going to use the colors from the Spectrum computer to play Space Invaders. Oh! Thou hast shot at me. We'll get this last guy first. There we go. I like that's a lot of neat colors. So many colors. Graphic presets. We'll go look at Game Boy 94. So make it look like you're playing on a Game Boy screen. There's a lot of options in this program. It's really neat. Now, these two I can't show. This would be for the 3D TV. So if you have a 3D TV, the developer of this told me it looks really neat on a 3D TV. Unfortunately, I don't have one, so I can't show that. I'm hoping someone makes a video that shows it sometime so I can see what it looks like. You can also do a VR headset with your phone, which I think would be kind of cool to do. I can't do this because the only phone I have is my work phone, and they don't like you installing stuff on your phone to do VR. Okay, let's go back to the arcade mode again. There we go, arcade. So we have some graphic options we can do. So with my arcade background, I can change the colors of the invaders. So like color 2, which just changes the score, the high score and the score 2 at the top to a different color. Multicolor 2. So you can see I'm changing different graphics modes using the same background instead of using the preset ones. Rainbow 2, spectrum. You do what type, fixed or pixel? Bleed. I like the pixel look a lot. That's kind of neat. We'll put it back to color 2 because I like that mode the best. You can turn the background on or off. So I can turn the moonscape off if I want to. I can turn the cabinet art off. I don't like that as much, but you can see with the cabinet art off, that moon goes all the way from side to side, which that's neat. I like that. That's pretty cool. Okay. Back to game options. Graphic options. Let's turn the cabinet art back on. Boop. You show the cellophane overlays. You can turn them on or off. We change effects on the screen. So if I turn the effects on, you can see I just changed the invaders to dot matrix. I can make them short lines or vertical lines, back to dot matrix again. You can actually control how aggressive the dot matrix looks. If I crank it all the way up, you can see the really, really defined little dots on the screen. This is what it looked like when I first started up the game. So I'm going to turn that back down. Go back to graphic options. I like the pixel effect. I'm going to turn the strength back down. We'll put it down to like 22. That's not enough. 43? No, too much. 30. Nah. 617 is good. You turn the smoothing on or off. So I turn the smoothing on, it'll make it a little bit more defined. So it pretty much looks like in the arcade again. Back to effects. Turn smoothing off. Do the TV burn. Burn that TV! Whoa! You can also control the brightness. Joystick options. You select arcade version, which means if I just barely move the joystick, the base is going to move at a set speed instantly. But if I put it on analog, I can actually pace the Space Invaders. If I just barely move the analog stick, I can control the speed and just pace right along with them. Which is kind of nice. Oh, let's see if I get UFO. Nope. You can turn the vibration on or off to the controller. You can show what controls you're going to be using on your Xbox controller. That's what I'm using to play this game right now, is my Xbox 360 controller plugged into my PC. You have your move. You have your fire button, back pause, 1 player, 2 player. The keyboard controls, what keys you use on your keyboard to play the game. You can use the Amazon TV remote. This is awesome. Or a Google TV remote. Also awesome. We have our volume controls. Just the sound effects or the voice separately if you want to. You can go rate the game on their website, which is nice. There's also some really cool external links. You can go, it'll go over to YouTube, and it'll play a video of the Space Invaders song. Or you can play a remix version of the song to sing along. Or you can play a version of the song that you can dance to. I think it was kind of cool they put this in here. Another neat feature is you can save and quit the app. Now, you can actually tell the program, are you sure you want to save and quit the app? Yes. You can resume at any time right where you left off. So if I hit OK and exit out, and then I come back into this program again, as soon as it fires up, it's going to be exactly where I left off. So if you got a really good game of Space Invaders going on, and you have to go do something else, you can exit, and it will remember where you left off, which I think is really, really nice. It's one thing I like about this game. Pretty cool. So let's quit the game. Yes. Go back to the screen here. Now, right now, as a recording of this video, this game is on sale for $7.99 over on the Microsoft Store. That's where I got this from, but I didn't pay for it. I just noticed it's on sale right now for $7.99. And that ends on March 21st, 2021. So if you like this game and you're interested in it, make sure you get over to the Microsoft Store, pick it up for $7.99, because after the 21st of March, 2021, it'll probably go back up to its full price again of $19.99. So anyway, let's talk about a little bit more about this game as I play it a little bit here. One player. Play player one.
Space Invaders already.
Oh, I love that voice. It's so cool. Sounds like a Cylon. Now, one thing I've not really had a chance to mess around with is I'm terrible at counting shots. Now, in the arcade version, if you shoot a certain number of shots and then shoot the UFO, you get 300 points. And it runs my mind, I think it's 23, but don't quote me on that because I can't remember. When I fire up Space Invaders to play, I just start blasting. I can't help myself. I just want to shoot those little guys. But what are some of my thoughts on the game? Well, it's a really good version of Space Invaders for the PC. I really like it. The only real complaints I have about it is the game seems to be a little too easy. I can play this game for quite a long time because the invaders don't really shoot at you as much as they do in the arcade. They don't seem to focus their shots as much. What would really be cool is if they were able to add a difficulty setting to where you could crank up how often the invaders shoot at you to make it more of a challenge for better players. But I like this. It's easy. I can play it for quite a while, so I'm not complaining about that. But I know some other people would like more of a challenge. Another thing I noticed, it gives you extra guys quite often. It seems like the bonus spaces come out quickly and most... There we go. See, there's one right there. They come out quite often, I've noticed. Which allows you to play the game for a very long time. Gotcha, UFO. Oh, get the UFO again. Now, the other thing I can think of is that Tron graphics mode. It'd be pretty cool if they were able to enhance that a little bit more to make it glow a little bit better, to show up on the screen. Because I really like that mode, it's just you can't really see it to play it. So that's the only other real complaint I have about the program. But other than that, it's a good solid Space Invaders to play on your PC or your Xbox One, your Amazon TV, your Google thing, or on your telephone. It's kind of a nice little program. I really enjoy it. I really like all the graphics modes they put on here. I kind of hope this is the beginning of some other ones they're going to do. Since it's a Legends of the Arcade series. Maybe they'll do like a Galaxian or some other arcade game that was a classic back then. It'd be kind of neat if they did. I love the bass. The sound effects are really nice on this. That's one thing they definitely got right was that bass for the marching invaders. I've always liked that sound effect. Zap, zap, zap. Of course, the projected background looks nice too. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, I missed him. Gotcha. Anyway, that's Space Invaders 7 from VR Game Labs. Thanks for watching. Get the UFO. Ha ha ha. Zap.
Thanks for watching.